Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today. See who's here in terms of visitors. Will it be the one visitor I want? No. Well, I can dream it will not be, but it is the last day of the month. Not necessarily the last day of course, the celebrations that are going on, but in a way, sorry, the last day that I will be in it to win it for the celebrations, right? It's nighttime. Reniko, Grandma, Ham. Did you just say Poco? Poco! Espresso might be coming soon. Might be coming soon. Might just be coming soon. Oh, joy. Don't worry about that. Heck yeah! So, alas, again, the only issue here is that, well, yeah, just gonna miss out. But at least we got the 10 paper. That's pretty cool. That one's complete, and complete. So again, cool again to see others complete, but again, it's so tragic. If I was a little bit closer to this one, I would have definitely done it, but again, not the end of the world. It will be snowing later, which is exciting, but more importantly... Yes! Okay, this is really good, because I was worried, because sometimes I know that they tell us that some are here, and then sometimes they don't, and then they're just hanging out, so I was a little worried that, like, maybe something got messed up in the list of those who are here, but no, so this is really good. So, before we, of course, jump into all that, I am gonna go ahead and collect the stuff here, and I still have a theory for this. I will get that theory sorted out very soon, but I have a theory of what has transpired a little bit. But it kind of sucks if it's the case and if I'm right, but I don't know how I could be wrong. Well, I do know how I can be wrong, but there's only one other area where it works out this kind of way that I've noticed, so I'm figuring it works out the same in other areas. So that's all I'm working on. My hypothesis. But we will also, of course, take care of the other bees' knees that we take care of around here, more or less. Again, the flowers are all messed up, but that's okay. I only have the fish on the brain. I completely and utterly have left out everything else. Did we seriously get a new comic? Oh my gosh, we seriously got a new one? Honestly, it feels like a fever dream. And I mean that because I was literally complaining about that not too long ago. Or, well, long ago, depending on how you look at it. And it was... I have no idea what's gonna happen with that. But it was because we were picking up so many, right? And I was talking about how, oh my gosh, there's so many, but at the same time, right, it didn't matter that there were so many because it was never anything new. It was never anything different. It was always the same kind of just slew, and I'm like, okay, this is great and all, right, to have as... I'll be a little lazy. And it is weird, again, to not have to give a gift to big challenges, so kind of doing things a little bit in a different order here. But it was always just kind of like, why do they do this? Because they did it with the update, which of course, granted, fine, you know? If you needed to have more resources to get dye, that's great, like this. But then it's just like, how am I supposed to complete them? He doesn't even carry them. But I don't even understand what he carries at this point. It's confusing. Just as much as these flowers are confusing. I swear. They messed with the rate on purpose, though. They were like, y'all are getting too much. Alright. Okay. And then those, and then yeah, these hang out over here. But they've never been anything new. I don't know how much I've paid attention to the number that appears, but I'm pretty sure it's just random. I want to say it is. I want to believe it is. But like, sorry, I meant to be close enough for the shop. But like, yeah, then all of a sudden, ever since we finished a couple of them, then they're here to buy again, which I don't understand. But I'm like, can I have a better chance at getting what he's got? Or what? I'm a little confused. A little disappointed. But either case, we need to also go here. So I'm doing things a little bit differently. Hopefully this doesn't mess me up too much. And honestly, I don't actually know where I'm supposed to catch this fish. I don't have the fish memorized as well as anything else in the game that could be remembered and memorized. I do not. I'm a little confused, but I'm also really, really, really excited. Even though I won't be playing as much in a little bit here. I've wanted this moment to happen for so long. So it gives me a a reason and a drive to come back into the game. But let's see. So that's fine. Do that. I do wonder what the next flower is going to be. And I am still sad I missed out on some flowers. Didn't upgrade it in the right time. I'm gonna do it again. Why not? I don't have anything for you right now. Maybe collections, and it technically would be fish. There's only a legendary that's left. No. No. I would want to say it would be one of these, but yeah, it is. Okay. But I wasn't sure. Now the only thing is, I don't actually know what time of day they're out. The sun is rising. I wish. Okay. Thinking. Ooh, not that though. Though. I appreciate the thought. Just collecting, thinking. About also where? You're free to live, buddy. No.
And I do need to figure out where I'm gonna put one other bow on a knoll. I might need to take off the hat and then put it on, which again is a cheeky way to have done things, but hi buddy. You're beautiful. They'll never change. Up here. I'm not seeing the fish at the moment. That's okay. We will live with it for now. Maybe it's later. I don't take top hat many places. But man, this is like the definition of glitching out, huh? Sorry. Whoopsies, buddy. 1:30. I just like calling them out for the day that it is so low. That music disc just looks interesting. I lose. I freaking lose. I want it. I haven't, I mean, well, I've messed up before, okay? That's what I'll say on seeing discs. Cause I glaze over them, but yes! It's new. I wasn't going insane. I mean, out of all of them, that definitely looks very different from others, so. GG's. But, you know, being a gamer and all. Oh, the outdoors. The sun. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright. Hi, buddy. I'm here to spend another ticket. Thank you for the track, though. There are other tracks from these mini games. I'm just like, how are you supposed to get those? But like, actually get them? Don't know. But we winning all day. I don't need help. Hard mode is easy mode. And then I play on easy and I'm like, uh-oh. It's just the timing. Thanks, buddy. Because then it's extra slow, so then timing the drop and then the grab of the claw is what throws me off. Wrong button. Because I meant to call. Yes. Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so confused and hit my melody one day and it's just gonna be so good. Let's not. I've already messed up anyways. Wait, I gotta look for fishies. Very important since we're here and all. I don't remember if I've caught the different sizes of this fish. And unfortunately, there isn't a tracker for that. Though I try to hold on to every fish. So thank you. That was new. But oh boy. Yeah. I only see huge and tiny. I mean, I'm still doing this because why not? Okay, that was some bull. But sorry, what I was gonna say is for inventory, I've tried to keep at least one of the fish when I've gone to the fishing well. If I have it in the orange, do you think that should count as a recovery though? It's fine. Let me actually move. They're there. Let's see. And morning is the time. So are you different? Yes. There we go. Poco's 5th star. Let's have a chat. This is really get it? Really? Huh? Really exciting. Hi, buddy. These island challenges are great. I'm going for gold. Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. I feel totally at home on this island thanks to you. Would you mind if I lived in my visitor cabin forever? Yes, please stay. Oh, wonderful. I will stay in my cabin forever. Like, if you need me, yes. But no, never, never. Because Wild Mountain time is ours. But we are gonna hold off. I know. Dramatic pause before, sorry, we begin the actual quest, which... Again, I have an idea of what's gonna happen, so let's also not forget that right now, the way the map looks, the way the map feels, we'll take it in and we'll always remember. This is the one area where I think it would be considered a mountain, not just because of the name, but just feelings, so. Oh boy. But most importantly, also is friendship. Don't accidentally trigger it. Thank you. Of course it's snowing there. Who's shocked? I'm not. That's unfortunate. It really hasn't snowed too many other places, unfortunately. But we're gonna worry about that later. That is just to collect, hopefully, a snowdrop. Instead, sorry, now I'm getting all turned around on which one to go to. We're gonna go here. Oops. Hitting the wrong button to jump. I think I'm in a different game. But speaking of games, the game of getting a new color palette is so strong because we get to change it again. I gotta remember this purple periwinkle lilac. And then here we go. I swear, these two, it feels like it moves faster. I could be totally off my rockers, which this wouldn't be the first or last time, but it just feels so different with them compared to Wish Me Well. Wish Me Well looks so painful, but whatever, right? Sorry, it's fine. It can be painful. I forgot that I could still talk to them for one other thing, which I'm totally not remembering if and who I could be missing at this point. Because granted, I was surprised for one. Let's go, sorry, I meant here to the comedy club. Whoa. I was freaking out. Hi. Paper crafts. Thanks for taking these to the float. Happy paper parade. And then I might actually just wait for hers. So at this point, then what I want to do is take a picture with a knoll. The knoll is like deep down on the inside. The Vernico's fifth star. Oh, that's cool. Yay. I didn't know. I literally just, my eyes glazed over. The possibility, the prospect. But then, we gotta ask to be a resident. And then we just gotta... Why do I... Who? Someone else recently asked actually for the same thing. That's where I'm now like, wait a minute. Why do I feel like I've seen this before? Oh, it's because you have. Okay, this will just make the dialogue just easier. That's just easier. And then yeah. This is fine. But this is great. We're just gonna go. We're also gonna talk to you. This is really exciting. I think it is. Hello. Watching all the work you do makes me need a break. Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. Okay, you give espresso. Thanks for helping me out today. I'm gonna head out tomorrow, so I'll see you on my next vacation. Yeah, great. But more importantly, and one who actually gives us the gold, in a matter of speaking. Huh? You're super friendly, not judgment, just a comment. Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. Iron. I feel totally at home on this island thanks to you. Would you mind if I stayed in my visitor cabin forever? Yes, please. Oh, wonderful. I'll stay in my visitor cabin forever, like a permanent vacation. If you need me, just talk again in the future. So, speaking of future, now, here we go for now 2 precious new quests for friendship. But before we begin, I just wanted to see. So, sand dollars about Samaru, and then making pizza is the goals of a lifetime, right? Who doesn't want to make just pizza? But before we just get to it for friendship, I will be making pizza. Why do I think that this is... you know what? It's fine. Again, my brain works differently than the game. Which makes total sense. I missed one. Are they not over here? That's bizarre. Huh. There usually are the Cinnablooms. Yeah, this is when it starfall at some point. This one always appears here, it seems. Haven't not been disappointed. There are the magma blooms as well. So let's go ahead and do this. And then of course she's gonna make an extra, which is why I have her with me. And then again, okay, cool. Just wanted to see if there was any extras in the sense of possibly added, but alas, there are none. But that's okay. And then here, delicious and nutritious. And then we're gonna go ahead, and I'm still gonna stall for the mountain time on purpose, but we are going to, oh, I just made whichever one. Definitely go ahead and again, this out of the office experience. But we also got the pizza edition done. So, out of the office. Didn't see those pop into existence. Dang it! What? That is the first time I'm seeing that. I don't really know what I do with these moments, but I'm gonna figure it out because I don't know if it's gonna do anything. So, let me just put this one up and then let me just see. Okay, cool. So put me here. Great. I got scared. So hi again. Well, that really sucked. We're gonna continue. That was my first crash. Ouch. But we should be okay. Like with everything else that I did. Yeah, so we still get to talk to Retsuko. They'll be steaming. There's still mountain time. So we're just not gonna try to do that this time. And we're just gonna go straight over here. And that's why I don't like to mess around here. But let's go ahead and talk to Retsuko. Sorry about that. Hi, would you be able to help me out with something? Reniko is here on Friendship Island, and I'm showing her around today. You know, I'm a little nervous about introducing her. Would you come with me? Yes, of course. Can't wait to meet a new friend. Gotta stay chill. Right, she's meeting us at the hot springs. I'll see you there. Sometimes I do think the dialogue is a little strange because then we have to talk to the new ones in order for them to move in the first place. But it's fine. Where is she? I hope I gave her good enough directions. I have an idea. Would you take a picture of us? I'm gonna assume that you are totally okay with this photo. Oh my gosh, the way she turned around. Now I just want to see something too. Okay, yeah, it's still, you know, just two of us, but it will always break my heart. So when it comes to this, that's right, Hello Kitty. I mean, we're literally right outside. This is, I think, just to add in just in case if you put her somewhere else. She literally left the cabin. Great, and let's just post that online. That should get her here. Ah, Reniko, you found it! She had to leave the cabin and then... Okay, it's fine. You posted a clue. Easy peasy. Right. Well, let's get this tour started. Sure, where are we going first? Well, we can start here on Mount Hothead. We can go check out the lava. Sure, I love staring at lava. Follow me then. I'm third wheeling. And her other friend is just there. It's kinda sad. Oh, I'm terrified. Oh my gosh, I don't want it to reset again, yo. Don't touch the lava, apparently. Have no idea if it's actually any time touching the lava, but I'm a little freaked out. So, when we first arrived, the volcano was dormant. But, we managed to bring it back. With the power of rage. With the power of song. Really? That's kinda wild. The volcano really erupted when you got here? I mean, it took a while. But yes, we revived the volcano. Huh. It's pretty warm over here. Maybe we should go get a treat to cool off? There's somewhere serving ice cream? Yeah, Mama Puddin does. Let's go there. gonna... Yep, there they go. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna wait for them. Pom Pom Puddin is not quite in the outfit to serve, but also serve. This is a pretty cool shop, isn't it? Hi, Pom Pom Puddin. Hi, Retsuko. How's it going? Good, good. Work email's not keeping you too down? Oh no, I haven't been getting as many. That's great. Maybe they realized you're on vacation. We can always throw your phone in the lava, and then that would be semi still littering, I must say. Semi, because how much of it, you know, disappears, but then does it really disappear? Questions. But that's great. We're looking for a treat to cool us down. What do you recommend? Ice cream, always. What's your favorite flavor? Senna ice cream. We're part-timers here. Thank you very much. No, of course I didn't have to totally make it right. I mean, like, there is a knoll. Who am I kidding? I had to. Sorry. Character looking in the distance. Oh yeah, and I guess, yeah, I will make one myself or have something else. Here, Frennico, try this. It's good. It's the best ice cream on Friendship Island. Enjoy your day exploring. Thanks, Pom Pom Puddin. Where should we go next? So next we could go to the spooky swamp. We can visit Kurumi, check out the haunted mansion, maybe catch a glow buddy. We can carve pumpkins. Or we can go visit the Merry Meadows. Pick some flowers and say hi to Wish Me Mill. Jump off waterfalls. Water everything. Or there's always the Seaside Resort. I'm sure Hello Kitty, my Melody, and Tuxedo Sam would come have a picnic with us. Or stop! Retsuko, we have to talk. Come on. Yeah. I figured. Even I was feeling it. I wasn't even doing anything too much. What's wrong, Frennico? Didn't you like the dessert boat? It's much nicer than the Oasis since has been restored. I totally butchered that, but that's fine. That's what's wrong. How do you know all these people? It's like you're all been friends for years, but you've hardly been gone that long. What? I have? Yeah, it's the weekend. That's why no one is emailing you. These are, what time dimension are we in? How did you, like, fix a volcano and an oasis and make a bunch of friends? And speedrun all of it? I don't know how long we've been here. It totally wasn't overnight. So wait, are you saying this is the first weekend? Yeah, totally. We don't get that much vacation after all. That makes sense, even though she also has been spammed. But somehow, I didn't think of it. Something super strange is going on here. Ugh, and on top of everything, Heidi is late. What? Heidi is coming? Yeah, he left right after I did. I don't know why he isn't here yet. I guess sometimes getting to the island is tricky? He might need our help. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. Once we know where he is, we'll make sure he gets to Friendship Island. Okay? But I have a lot of questions about this island. We're gonna conduct a full-blown investigation. Alright. So... okay, that's a knoll. Let's do it? But I kind of want them to, like, go back to their spots, if you will. But that's also really interesting that we have to talk. Sorry. What happens with the map is that it'll show and will be exactly where it last left off. And then I'm looking at where I want to go. And then I don't move. And that's it. But this is interesting that we need to talk, excuse me, to you. Like, I never talked to any of them. I never knew I could really talk to any of them. She's fine. Alright, I've confirmed that Haida has left Tokyo. He posted a self picture before his flight. The flight left on time. And then he needed to take a ferry, a train, and another plane, and a parachute to get here. What kind of island is this? It's pretty cool. A magic one? The point is, and I'm totally sorry if I'm butchering the name. I just was trying to go in confidently, and now I'm just overthinking it. But Haida should be here. It's time to figure out why he isn't. And you and Retsuko are going to help. Let's go get her. Okay. I mean, I feel like... Can I? Why can't I? I feel like I'm being blamed. Okay, who knows the most about the island? This island? Well, I mean, there's a couple of people, but I guess the gnolls. The what? The little green guys. Like aliens? Kinda, not really. You don't know. Oh, sorry. We don't know what they are. Super clear. I totally get it now. Where are these gnolls? Let's talk to the one by the hot spring. They model hats for me sometimes. What? Aliens model hats for you? No, the gnolls do. They look really cute in hats, and they'd look even cuter if we could put flower crowns on them, huh? Flower crowns? Nobody? Just me? Okay. Yeah, it is just me. This place is so weird. Let's go. Man, the attitude! The gnoll. Ah! Huh, so these little guys know the most about the island. Alright, talk. Tell us where Haida is. Playing it close to the chest, huh? Keeping everything under your hat? Friendly go. What? They don't talk. You're pretty scary. The gnoll looks at you with quiet patience and seems undistressed. Let me give this a chance for Nuko. Hey there, we're looking for Haida. He's tall and an accountant like me. The gnoll looks at you with quiet patience and seems undistressed. He's my friend. Can you help us? The gnoll thinks for a long moment. The gnoll doesn't seem to have seen a tall accountant. So, are you going to help us or what? I bet the gnoll did something. Just be patient. The gnoll looks impassive once more. While the gnoll looks on, the sound of an airplane overhead startles everyone. I like how it said the gnoll. It's fine. Was that? Ding. It's Haida. He says he'll be here soon. What? Really? Maybe there was a delay on the flight that didn't load properly? The service on Friendship Island can be a little spotty. And why is that? We're on vacation, no cell towers, your phone is old? Magic. I'm going with magic. Come on. Bad reception on an island isn't suspicious. No. And there might be something going on. But I mean, we could have some fun still too, right? Fine. Let's have fun. Yay! But later. Mysteries to solve. I'm glad you're here, Nico. Okay. So. Triggered. Damn. It's more style and height than we do. Boy, good stuff. Good stuff. But also, I'm like, wait, it says traveling in 3 days. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna not play the game anymore. The game is like, hold up, we got you, we got you. The game doesn't have me. But it's fine. I don't think I've read the little quips about the visitors in a very long time, especially the new ones. Given that, then I was like, oh, what the fuck? When all the other ones started to come in. Wow. So he also has to stay in the air for 3 whole days. That's crazy. What in the world? I do not know the story or lore, and while there is a little series of Retsuko, which is not called that, but regardless, I didn't watch too much of it, and I don't know how much of like the other characters were around too much. I barely even, it just didn't stick in my mind. I just wasn't as interested. Speaking of other shows though, My Melody and Karumi also are gonna have a little series, so there's that. More about the Pokemon little series than anything. Again, I'm not really a Hello Kitty fan, I guess you could say. Which, speaking of, also, I did see the results of the voting, and glad to say from another post that Choco Cat has gone up in the ranks. One day I can dream. Again, I didn't vote on it, so what am I talking about? But I'm glad people recognize Choco Cat. Maybe this game will also help people recognize Choco Cat. One can dream. Well, then again, he also pissed me off in the game, so there's that. I don't know if he's gonna piss it. I don't know if he has pissed off anyone else. Not that it was his fault. It was the quest, though. The quests, excuse me, attached to him that were frustrating. But yeah, so I was thinking over, and I'm like, oops. As the game does what it does and when it does it. But I'll make a place for him a little bit later, and basically all I've been doing is putting them over here just because it's convenient. But again, the timing for also Retsuko's other friend, which again, I don't read the text, so they just are old friends. I mean, that can come and go, as in like how much you chat and all that stuff, but feels very odd in the sense of then, you know, we went and did all that. But yeah, this island is weird. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with the character right now? Hello? Oh my gosh. Is this like the game's version of T-posing? Shit. Okay, let me see some before I continue. But I was just gonna say it's interesting how Fashionuls just stays there. Oh, crap. I mean, we can still jump. I can pose? Sorry. I meant, this one. I can move? Okay, I'm fixed. Oh, boy. Fix, please. But yeah, that's also interesting. What I was gonna add is that while also with Frey and Nico is that while she's not on the map, that she's standing right over here, but alas, I hope they fix that for anyone else who gets that quest. And also fix that area. Because a little bit earlier, of course, we had that crash by touching lava, so... At any rate, I want to still continue the quest because this one was an older one. That is older in the way of, if you do happen to get the cabin ready and have this friend become a resident, then this quest gets unlocked. But I hope that nothing else in the code by the newer quests have messed up this quest. But I'll start it in a moment. Whew. Excited times. You're welcome. Thank you. Just wanted to collect my fabric, but against this one, but sometimes they stick around. Let's do. Was it? Sorry. Like this. Just to give the game some breathing room, and maybe I'll save before I start the quest too. You know. Even though also it will save automatically. And then yeah, you're right. I don't think there's anything I really want to collect from them entirely. And just for me forgetting who is who and where and why and how, and they're all outside, aren't they? In a matter of speaking, all outside. Yeah, you're the only one who... Sorry. Isn't. Okay. My melody and having Hello Kitties... They're very similar. Oh my gosh, you're right. You know what? Just nothing. You're so very sweet, charming. Ribbon. Thanks. Alright. Just wanted to say hello to you, and then you're also a resident, so I think we are more or less satisfied to do exactly what it says to do, and that is, of course, do Wild Mountain Time. So, though, we gotta go this. We're gonna be here. I'm going to save it. And then we're gonna talk and it's gonna be fine and nothing's broken. We weren't T-pose gliding. Hello. I'm spending the day with Boko. I'm so glad he's here to stay in the Big Adventures Park. You were so helpful getting his cabin just right. Do you want to come with us? Let's go! That's why I'm here. Let's go. Lovely. I was going to introduce him to some of my new friends. He's got a lot of energy, so it should be someone energetic. We have lots of energetic folks. That won't be hard. So true. The vibes are wonderful here. Let's start with Gemstone Mountain then. I bet Pickle is dancing up a storm. Good choice. A perfect plan. Poco and I will meet you at the dance hall. Is this deja vu or what? No, but also I think it's pretty clear why we're headed there. Maybe not. Makes some sense though. I'll be there momentarily. Oh, right, the Knoll's in here! Yes! Yes! I totally forgot. They don't... They just exist. They just exist. These island challenges are great. I'm going for gold. Thanks for bringing me to this amazing island. Yes, you're welcome. Do you know what? I love having you here. And there we go. Same thing when I accidentally hit the button in the knoll. I was like, hat? I'm like, oh no.
Well, howdy. Sounds like things in the Merry Meadow are really poppin'.
It's a marvelous place for flowers. Everything grows so easily there. It's always in bloom. I want to live there. It's not always in bloom. It's so alive. Makes me want to run around.
Ah, that sounds nice. I'm never short of energy myself.
Hello, buddy. You can say that again. Dance forever, Pico.
I just wish the Gemstone Mountain was the same.
What do you mean?
I was excited when the oasis was restored. The area around the water is green and inviting now. And don't get me wrong, I love the rocky vibes.
Not a lot of flowers in Gemstone Mountain. It could use a little color, couldn't it? Maybe now that you've found... Yes, maybe now that you found the Merry Meadows, we could find flowers that grow in Gemstone Mountain.
Cheese and crackers, that would be magnificent. Do you think it's possible?
If Poco puts his mind to it, we'll have flowers on the mountain in no time.
Phew! All set. I tilled spots all around Gemstone Mountain. They're all ready for seeds to be planted. Then we'll see what grows there.
I can't wait.
Here, plant the seed.
So, this is similar to when we also planted, of course, down in the resort. And let's see the aftermath. Okay, so not as bad at all. In fact, it's literally in one spot here for now. Last time it completely and utterly just... So I'm a little curious about that. Are you limiting us or something? I need to water it, buddy.
Flowers on Gemstone Mountain, I can't wait. This will keep me dancing for days.
Happy to help, Pico. Thank Poco. He did the work. Before long, the entire island will be one big garden. I like that idea.
Me too.
Don't forget to water your flowers. They'll make them grow faster. Grow faster? Flowers stay put? I'm the one that goes fast. Wait for me. I'll see you all later. Okay, so might as well, honestly, fill it. Should I just fill it all the way and then just worry about it later? Oops. Well, that's also fine and dandy too, I guess. Might as well do the whole thing now. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, though, finally. Meanwhile, there's still one more that needs one, and I forgot to go to the station. I think I can do this. And then basically we're all out of quests again. No! But it's not entirely a no. Yes, we can, because do all this weird business. Again, I want you to do this as the legitimate way that you're supposedly kind of told to do it, though you do not need to do it this way. And thank goodness that I have plenty more to make. Maybe just like one more. But I just want to do it this way. I didn't want to get through this any faster, and that is the sign I was looking for. I don't remember how they did it, but yeah, there you go. We'll visit all those plots, but it's probably one of my least favorite things in the game. Unfortunately. Come here, buddy. And Hello Kitty. There you are. Fashionuls Complete. So now we have the style bow instructions, which we can visit as well. But yeah, so this is what I was also talking about earlier, how taking it in and, you know, it's just gonna get uglier and uglier. I mean, for some of these, I just don't think they should, or sorry, didn't need to put as many of the icons around as possible. Like, it's okay if you just put one there, and then that's for the general spot. I think it would make sense. Like, it's not like when you go to it, right, you're gonna see an icon anyways. So doesn't need to be so cluttered. Just from a user perspective, this area is probably the least, and also was a surprise because I did not realize that there were going to be flowers here. It's like they stuck it and attached it because they were like, yeah, this makes sense. Like, if they're going to be over here, why not be over here too? But that's probably the nicest in a matter of speaking. This is probably one of the uglier ones. But we'll go ahead and go to them like I was mentioning. I am still excited, don't get me wrong. And again, too, this is what I was thinking of why they don't allow us, at least as of the time that the game is out right now, to go ahead and place whatever we want because of the flowers. I didn't want to do that. Can I just casually? Thank you. Though, another new one? Is the game okay? Speaking of the game being okay, the game was kind of not okay. Let me just save, and then... I guess I accidentally switched it. But I'm gonna go ahead and also plant these. So you could say, too, that for the knolls that are out, you could possibly, of course, give a watering can hat. But I don't know how it would actually work out. I'm gonna have fun with it. How do we really want to do this? Let's go this way. But I will say that, again, out of all the areas, this is probably the least... that I would figure that there would be good spots. I feel like in the desert, definitely having it more just kind of empty makes a lot more sense, but that's okay. Who cares? Who cares? And might as well boost those chances. Man, I keep on wanting to hit all the different ones. It truly is in this spot. Okay. I don't mean to do this. This is where everything lives. But we're gonna keep planting and have all the opportunities again for the flowers. And then all the annoying flowers. All right. So all that, we're good. So we can just make our way up, basically, I think is the way we can do this. So I just can't believe we've been getting new comics. After all this time, or is it because they don't come up here and pick any? What? No way. That's unfortunate. Sorry. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, I know that it takes a lot, but like, if there's just a little bit more care, that just would be nice. And what I mean by that is just like, just take this rock out. Take these rocks out. Otherwise, I'm gonna say it looks lazy. And that's how sometimes I felt for some of the stuff that they added. Like, it was nice, but it just looked lazy. And I get it. But we're gonna break it down. I would like that there would be just a little more care. It's just to visually also enjoy where we're doing and where we're going. Or just not have it extend that far in these weird places. There's that option too. But actually have you? While I'm picking up stuff up. What's up, friend? I don't need extras. See, like here, to me, is fine, because it doesn't show anything, or that it's not growing on anything that's in the way. It's just a plot. For flowers to be as beautiful as they can be. Oh my gosh, big challenges. Same buttons. X. Okay, and then A. Okay, so I think we're gonna still actually go up and then we'll go down. Of course now. Oh dear. I ran it. Don't get stuck though. Oh gosh. Which, speaking of, now that I'm paranoid a little bit. Again, it seems like it does save quite frequently. But just to be extra sure. I see, like, there was so much empty space, but like maybe up here is where I was more so thinking too that they would be, not necessarily in town, I guess. That also would look less crowded and such, but what do I know? Maybe it's not about all that I'm talking about. Maybe it's literally about putting in as much as possible, and that's all that matters. And my bad, you know? But up here, as you're walking by, here's some. But at the same time, then would you rather have flowers? Like if you had to choose flowers in these random spots, or would you rather be able to put random crap in these spots? And then still you could have flowers out, don't get me wrong, but they're just in more of a better area. I would take the better area. Thanks. Steamy in the seaside. See, this just looks bad. Like, I'd rather it just be all in the green. Why? Why? Why is it not on the green? I don't think the seaside is what I'm looking for. This button next. Let me actually see here. I don't think that's the right, but maybe I could be mistaken. Actually, sorry. Here, let me go back to collections and then look at the fish. No, it could, but it's in that one specific spot. Okay, detour. Because I don't really do this, and it's steamed before. Switch? Nope, those are not the right fish. That I was thinking of. Do I need to put a thing? Okay, no. Almost. Sorry, big challenges. Sorry. There we go. Tiny steamy sunfish. Nice. Okay. I didn't want to look this one up, so I'm glad that I had the right idea, and that ultimately when there are for the weather, you just kind of see the pattern, that is the outline when I say pattern, of one of the regular fish, air quotes, then you can find the others. So the fish that this is also copying is a little bit bugged, in the sense that visual bug that they haven't fixed unless they want you to be able to see them, but they've been pretty good at, if you see a fish, then it's only there, so it's too bad that that hasn't been fixed. But I'm doing this on purpose because also, and if you want to catch all the fish, technically they're all the different sizes. So we just got the regular, and I can't believe we got a drop from that. So I need the huge. It's right there. It's just a regular, but also good to just catch fish. Even though I don't like fishing. I could have Batsumaru just for the quicker bites, but I'm glad we're getting steam drops. Huge one, please. No. This is tiny. It's okay. But it would be nice. A little detour though. Always a detour. But I guess also good that it was steamy here, huh? And that we actually got some drops, because from what I can tell, also when it does steam, there aren't any to collect. Dang, the huge one is just refusing. Green means it should go faster. We're fine. Oh, I almost almost was gonna add a nice tasty treat to this, but here we go. Didn't even put up a fight. Love it. Love when they're super easy. Keep it in the green, because it totally... Yep. There we go. Huge indeed, and we got a steam drop again. I wonder... Well, what do I know? I wonder if they've changed that a little bit. I haven't fished that much, but there were at least one other in the Mount Hothead area where, yeah. Curious, but I'm satisfied. I don't really care to fish the whole time that the event is happening. Rather just go back, but it was bothering me that that was incomplete for a bit. Oops. So then I was like, I have to know. So now you all know too. And just to also solidify, there we go. steamy sunfish. And they also put them there in case you were like, wait, what? Yeah, they do. For whatever reason. I need to go to the left. I didn't ask anyone to collect anything yet, so... It does steam here, though. In which we get those drops. But... And it starfalls, thus we get this. But it doesn't rain. Like, it can rain, but then we don't get the little rain flowers to then collect. This is probably one of the bigger plots. It's very interesting, again, how they decide where and what. But then I'm like, but then does that just feel like a wasted space? Or am I just not thinking the same way? I don't know. But I feel like it's kind of wasted, you know, in my mind right now, looking at this rock dome. I'm like, can I hit it? Do I get money? Do I get ore? Can't hit rocks in the game. But that's the game that I'm thinking of, and if you know what game I'm talking about, then I know there could be multiple games, but you know, when you cross animals, it's a new horizon. That's all I gotta say. Alright, planted, done. Keep on switching up how I want to open the map. We got one more down below, so we go to it. It is very small. What? You have all of this other real estate that... Okay, whatever, it's fine. I'm not a programmer of the game, a dev. I don't make these choices and decisions. I just am a player who will comment on the choices and decisions of the devs. And be like, but why though? But why though? Either case, it's been done, it's been set, the seeds have been sowed, so now we get to wait a little bit, and then we get to flourish in the greatest thing possible, all right? Because once we have this plant, which I think is pretty straightforward on what it's supposed to be, I don't just remember. There we go. I found them. Easy. I was about to say, I just don't remember which one, but lo and behold, it is Chico who wants a thistle, but also not just Chico, but also Lutz who wants a candle, but basically a candle of all, air quotes, the flowers. So once we have the thistle, that means though we can make two. I mean, we can already make them, but it's just, I like to wait. We get to make 2 visitor cabins for more visitors. So we get to dance and say, let's go. We now will, I guess, yeah, now that, well, also now that we're really done, now it's just mostly waiting for residents. This is waiting for residents, by the way. But, it's gone down a little bit, hasn't it? Does that feel good? But yeah, we also have to wait for another flower. And then that settles in and you're like, oh, wait, there's more flowers? A little bit. But what isn't entirely a little bit, I'm so scared to be in this area, but is to make another visitor cabin. That little heart did show up, so that means it does, and it did save by, I guess you're looking up the flowers. I need... Yes. Upgrade. Yes. I don't know how many they're going to be adding. But I might move them around eventually, but I'm just gonna leave it like this right now. I will say that out of all of the visitor cabin areas, that here at the volcano, they're probably my least favorite in the sense of where they are, because a majority of them are over here, aka there's the extra 2 here, whereas then there's only 1 over here by her, which, I mean, I don't think that it's a problem if I were to put them there, but yeah. I do wish there was at least 1 more over here. Just a me thing. But then it's like, yeah, must be in Mount Hothead, but then near Retsuko. Does that count as near? Because I also count that as far. But we have to have a computer, must have that particular furniture tag, and must have a bed, is what I assume that means. So, as for the place, I don't really know what, I'll be going for his vibe. And I gotta say, I wish they had, or sorry, I wish I had more wallpaper options. Because there really aren't that many. Or I'm really taken away, so I might just leave it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. As is. As for the flooring, though, I might also leave it as is, but I also kind of like that look. So that could work too. Get really wild with it. I mean, again, it's just to change it up so that it isn't quite all the same. And then here's the, yes, sorry, fun part. Air quotes. I do need to make one thing. What? Oh, don't tell me. Thank you. I wish they would fix that too. If you're scrolling down and if you're not in the same column, just to default to go down. Otherwise, it's just like, what? What's happening? So it's just the table? Little air quotes, just a table. It's not just a table, excuse me. I love this stuff, but I'm like so annoyed that I'm like, I need to save it. In my mind, I'm like, I gotta save it. I can't use it anywhere else. I don't know about the bed. I'm curious about something. It has a computer. I'm kidding. I thought sorry. There we go. I was like, I thought I did it. It's because I missed the other spot. Part. Is that also what I needed? It's gonna rain later. Yes. Because I assumed I did not have one. Sorry. After they ingrained it in my mind, it's very hard for me to hit A. Yeah, I do. Okay. just in case. I even told myself don't do it in my head, and I still did it looking right at what I... it's fine. He could have. He absolutely could have. Alright. Damn it! Oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't. I can't select anything right. Okay, so I really can't do anything with those. That is a little unfortunate because some of them you can. But then for this, it's like, haha, no. So that works for me too. Sort of. Only sort of. So let's go back. Sorry, it's in this category. And then poof. I don't think I'm gonna need them because I can't even use them for the stuff that I wanted. So we're gonna go back here and then we're gonna turn this back. Sorry, on. And then I just kind of want to add the stuff. I mean, I believe that we're gonna get more in due time. Well, in due season. Still a ways out for that said season, but still works. I mean, I actually kind of want this instead. Take that out. There. Just put this over here. And then... what can I awkwardly put in here? There, but feeling like I should put it further away. Contrast. Then so not in my brain whatsoever, but theoretically it is. It's actually done. Didn't take much. But what I mean is, like, it just looks like there could be more. So I guess with this, I want to actually turn it all off. And then that way we do have a free-for-all, because then we actually get to see what I'm thinking of for stuff. I love putting nonsensical stuff. Heck yeah. Heck no, dude. I gotta scroll. Just put that on top. Okay, where's that? Do I have any? That's the other problem. Do I have any things that I think I have, or is it all just gone because of the... Holy crap, I did not realize how huge that was. Because of the other ideas, though, that I've had in the past, so... I've already used them. I mean, like, yes and no. There might be a way to make it fit in better. I'm just gonna make them have, like... weird stuff. But not super weird. I almost still hit the wrong button.
Got a bit of red going on. Silvery versus gold, and then the ribbon in the middle. How much is it? Okay. Requires 21. Well, excuse me. Okay. And then this is for the pillow. Which then I guess is already set. Probably would then want something like this. It's okay. Wish I got more, but it's cool. There we go. That is this imagination celebration. That's what I was trying to remember. But it's cool. Also just put it there. And then what? Where'd it go? There. Forgot. Okay, and then I'm trying to think what else would go with this that I've already seen. Not really much. To be fair. Also, some of this I don't think I can change. Holy. Yeah, then wait, then we got some others. Like this looks really cool too. Okay. I'm trying to think if it's gonna work. I also wish I had some other stuff. I mean, I can't wait till this season drops on by. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna be mad that I put this stuff in here? Maybe, but oh my gosh. This also, like, it just triggered in my brain. How many pumpkins and light stones am I gonna need? Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I mean, we'll be fine. Everything's fine. Dang it, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Do I? Yeah.
There's not gonna be anything in it. It just is here. I don't know what would be on the other side is like a thing. A thing to have, but not really to do anything. Other than, I mean, there is this, which is, again, bizarre that you can change it to me, but... I guess you would have had this, but then it doesn't make sense for, you know... How much is it clipping? But, how much there is not a real window, you know, to just use, but you know what, whatever, you can have it. Because there's the, like, either one window or nothing. Air quotes, nothing, I guess, would be a better way to put it, because granted, there could be something, we just can't see it. We can't do a 360 or anything. But... I guess you can also have this one because it looks cool. And I know we could change the insides, but our insides, the base, but I'm good. Oh yeah, sorry. Just still satisfies. I put nothing in here that he actually likes, by the way. Holy crud, it's so cool. But I felt, sorry, like this was a good place for him. I felt like it would fit, just again, that secret bit about him that you don't even know about until you enter his place. So, it just satisfied in the sense, though, of items, so that's what counts. So, we may be able to see him, we may not be, but I'm a little worried also if he were to come by because of how broken this area is, at least as of today and what I've run into. Granted, I have not, you know, been in here that is too much, you know, right, to go around. But it sucks that by touching that lava, we got reset. And I don't know if actually talking to her, right, and then having her ability, that is talking to her, having a companion ability, and or just calling her up would make a huge difference. But that's okay. I actually want to have Top Hat. And so the bit here the start of the music just sounds different to me. But the bit here is that I unfortunately need to go around and see if there were any knolls, that is snow knolls, that showed up from the icy cold snow that there is, because unfortunately there isn't really a good way to go about getting them, but also the snowsicles are here. But what I mean by there isn't a really great way of going about getting them is because also they appear indoors. And indoors being through this journey. I just like looking at the side in that angle. But yeah, I don't... This isn't it, but I don't really like how they have done this. I mean, I don't know the different way necessarily to do it, but can I make it? Just expire all that too. Oh, exhausted. But my bit, I guess, would be the other times that I've talked about it, and that is, thank you. Just let it be so that it's not always in this area. Simple. It's such a huge area, and I just don't understand why they have some indoors. Like, how did they get there? Did they just blow on in? I mean, which is fine, sure. But it's so much more convenient to just only look outside and get them. Gotta say. Just pretend I'm not stuck in, please. Thank you. I'm also worried too, like if I get stuck in another spot, is it just gonna like freak out and be like, ugh, error? Or again, if it's just in that one spot. Think I know what happens. You can live. Start raining in the Merry Meadows, so that means there will be flowers to water. It is the blue flowers, but I'm not interested. And I don't remember if there was anything that you were able to catch during that time. Don't remember. Again, there is also a way that you can use a guide if you wanted to help, you know, make this search just a little less painful. But thank you for the 2. I'd rather not always use a guide to know where they are, in the sense of where they spawn. This. Onto the pit, please. Go. Get that. But there are definitely some areas where they're definitely not the best place to be in. This. And then I gotta make my way back. Just making sure. So where? Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go back here. And then, like I said, I'm not sure about if there are any indoors. There's one over there. It's like more up here when it is snowing. Like if they made it so that if it's snowing and you would come across them, thank you, man. Then I think I would feel a little bit differently about heading up here and such, but since they just stay, which again, don't get me wrong, is very good as well. But since that's all they do, yeah, not as interesting also to be in this area. Not that the other areas have a lot going on, but it just definitely feels so out of the way. Sneaky. I thought there was one here, but like, well, there's not one in the obvious spot. Like in the generic sort of spot. Sure. I don't have also anyone out here yet, mostly because there hasn't been anyone that is technically available other than one character, if not more, if they're part of course, Cinnamon Rolls group of visitors. Because, right, since Cinnamon Roll goes everywhere, then it makes sense. As for the others that I have, that is also in the clouds. But same thing, where it's like, well, don't really have any of the stuff they want. But we're in here. Let's just do it. Nothing. Nothing. Looking for buddy. I've not successfully found a buddy in here, but again, it's not set in stone that there is one. It just is a random draw. That is a buddy, but we don't need the buddy. The buddy can live here in the cool. Now we're on this side. And I just don't... I don't know if they're here or where they are here, if anywhere here. It's cool, it's fine, there's nothing here. I feel like I don't really care to look for them. At least I got some drops, sorry, and that's all that I really care about. This is with a button I meant to press, so we're just gonna go back to the plaza. It's all good. There you go. Sorry, I keep on forgetting she's right there. At the top. Definitely more of a solo experience. But here we are with a companion. What am I talking about? Let's do this. And get paper. In a moment, because I have to open the boxes, which every time I see them, I'm like, they're capsules. Is it annoying? That is, am I annoyed? And I keep on forgetting to do something. Yes. Wrong button. Habitually hitting the same things. I know who I want to talk to. For the heck of it. Sorry. Now I'm getting confused about which who and what and where. I need you to collect something for me, man. It's this one. I am looking for... Why are there 21 in the ocean now? My idea in thinking of how this game works is completely just not... It's not what I think. Or is it? Actually, now that I think about it, because I forgot. There was like 6? I mean, that still isn't... No, that could. Sorry, I didn't mean to bop the mic. Darn it. I think that may have answered part of my question. I'm just thinking out loud. The jury is still out for actually how this works. Dang. I would have to look back. I could give it to him. Why not? I gotta get their hats. If they even have hats. As being a character. Hat that's all glitchy. I have no idea. 7 to 25. We'll do 25. Do the final 3. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I mostly just want to give it to him because I have them. But again, I might wait a little bit. We technically did get a character hat. Meant this one. So it's not a problem to go to them or not. 14. Get that 14, buddy. We're gonna loop it back around. Then we also need to go all the way out. Decisions. Buddy, as soon as we're done getting your character hat, I'm never talking to you again. Just kidding. I'll probably talk to him again. And then get the gizmos. But now that I think about what I was mentioning about having pumpkins and stuff, time to capitalize on that. Again, only assumptions, but then I could be totally wrong in what they think that would create the items, or not really create them, but to, customize them. That's what I mean by creating. Oh, I also need to give you stuff. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? That's fine. It's normal. It's either that or they're gonna be fighting each other. We don't want them to fight each other. I went closer just in case. Alright. Back to you, Karumi. And then we are going to ask a question, and then we got... Yeah, you can do that. And then I guess I should also do this. This I have a question, and I would like you to find a 12. Again, they go on for days. Look at those. All right. Then we'll go back here. Give them to you. I thought about going to him first, but then I didn't, so I was all thrown off. Now I gotta be careful when I talk to you, because then when I have a question, and then it's about something else, and then can you help me find 12? Find the 13 apples, actually. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Cut right in front of him. Get that. And then... I have a question. Can you help find... I always ask for those if I can, because they're just the same set number, they don't change. But I do wonder if I were to pick up some, if then something would change. I did not mean to hit that so fast. Don't even know what I asked you to get me, it was too fast. And I was looking at what I was going to select instead. Oh, brother. I don't need to give them to you, but just might as well. And of course, get our free flower. If I can grab it. Thank you. Okay. Wrong buttons. I broke her. I have a question. Can you help me find something? I meant to go to this to get the final 12. I did collect quite a few. We also need them, so that's why. And then we'll end air quotes here. And then I have a question. Can you help me find? And then what we're gonna be looking for now is the 12 of those. And then we're gonna ask you to be our companion. Because now we're gonna do the next bit of trading. So let's go get the cloud polo here, and then blue cargo shorts. And the bold pink elegant dress. And he was like, I'm good. And I'm like, but why though? What about over here, buddy? How much? 10? Oh my gosh. But also I'm happy that I can't really and don't really want anything. Okay. I mean, again, to have extra to fill the cabins is really fun and great, but yeah. I honestly think I just want more of these, because I just like putting them in the cabins. And I'm just hopeful. Oh my gosh. I don't know why they change it. I don't get it. I just want to understand. Starfall has happened on Cloud Island. I forgot, though, that I meant to have one extra. Uh-huh. Got any? Here are my paper crafts. Thank you for collecting them for the float. That's right. My bad. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna go back to her and I'm gonna go just ask her just for fun. And then, yeah, yep, that's what happened. Man, he really didn't. Okay. How about for then we hit Y, this celebration. Got plenty. I don't know if I would be decorating anybody's nice, but we'll do it. I'm only buying one at a time because I don't know if I really want more or not. I guess out of all of them, I have just been collecting these. I don't know if I would put a star out, but sure. The rug. One of the very few rugs. There we go. Trying to be a big spender here since this is wrapping up. So close. Just a number. I guess I'll stop there. I'll stop trading. So, then, the next thing to do before we totally leave is one, I could ask you to actually collect something for us. I have a question. Can you get something for me? There's only 4 left there. 24, 28. 35. 21, 76. Let's just get you to get that. Again, I think... But then I don't know. And that's the problem. But what I do think and know, and is not entirely a problem, is I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go over here. And it is this one. Here's our new palette. We'll be rocking it for a while. And then we'll eventually change it again. Which, again, won't be too soon. I'm gonna go with more of the purple look. Unfortunately, you cannot see that very well. But to know the purple versus the pink, like I was saying, I wish they did show it on the wings instead of having on the inner versus outer, because it's so close to being so cool. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm still happy for them all the same though. Don't get me wrong. For the monocle, I like wearing a monocle. I don't have many though. That matches a little too much. It's a little louder than I would really want them to be. I'll live with the purple. It's not quite the purple that I'd want. And then I didn't really get any more wings, that is, for the paper. I didn't really invest in them, but these are the other ones that I did make and get. Unfortunately so. I'm gonna stick with these. I do like the butterfly wings. I think they're fun. So this is how we're gonna be. And we're gonna always, as much as I can, when I say always, rock the paper crane on our head, because of course that is the theme. So I think with that though, I feel as satisfied as I can given everything that happened today, which actually was quite a lot. To also do a little bit of a recap here, of course, there we go. I don't know why it fills in differently when I pick one, but I guess it's like a default color or something. I don't really know. But what I also know is that it's weird that we finally got new comics. I, again, don't really understand it, which, speaking of not understanding it, I don't understand his shop whatsoever still. I really don't. And I am kind of not going to be doing one thing that I did for last month, and that's to go to the plant. I know I said I would do that, but since we did finish with the chests, the radiant chests, I don't feel so drawn to having to exchange, I guess you could say. But right, I did come here earlier but to talk about it. But again, what I want to bring up when talking about it too, so you all can see it too, is that there's so much extra space. Why is it so empty? What else can he sell or trade? I do wonder. But what I also wonder is, what does it exactly mean, since I totally forgot to go to it? But right, that's for the friends and family. Ugh. But sorry, for instructions, what does it truly mean to now have that completed for what we can make? But also, speaking of what we can make, there's not a lot left. There's still one other bow, something, I would assume like a unicorn horn, and then I got nothing. Besides that, of course, the achievement was this, which again was quite a bit. Which, granted, interesting about the characters, the friends, is definitely time that we just got a whole bunch of judgment. I gotta say, not the nicest of friends. And then, of course, the real discovery. But is it a real discovery if it's still a mystery? Also, what's a mystery is all these other icons, to some degree. That is for friends. I mean, some of them may make some sense. Others are a little bit of a hint. And then more like, huh? Just a little bit. But I am excited, but also just a little worried as to, and I cannot believe it's only Sunshine later, because it's usually been a weather event, which Sunshine is its own weather event, but all good. But I'm curious as to, when it comes to the friends, if we're also going to have another error, that is a crash and or us kind of sort of T-posing, in a matter of speaking, and gliding away. But gliding to the best that we can be. So we can start this, and basically it would be Hello Kitty's bow, but in a different color, if I'm getting this correct? Question mark. Let's just confirm. Yes, so ice Hello Kitty bow style is exactly what that's all about. So in turn, for clothing and for hats, there we go. A lot of them again are again more flower crowny than anything else, and again some random ones. It's weird that some of these are here and we kind of got them but didn't get them, if that makes sense. That is who knows about what instructions we may get, but that's what that's all about, in case you were curious. And I figured if I'm gonna talk about it, I might as well do it, otherwise I'll forget until next time. Which, of course, next time that we do jump in to Hello Kitty Island Adventure, while we still wait in the wings for another beautiful color palette, one in turn, who that is, will come and visit us, given that some, while yes, they're on their way over, when will we see some again? And truly, how will the friendship grow and go for when we can work on the next beautiful visitor of Wish Me Mel's? That is, again, once we get a certain something in the distance, which, again, I am not the hugest fan when it comes to the way that the map looks. I know we can get rid of the icons, like these flower icons don't need to be there visually. But again, it's more of just, I wish there were fewer. That is, they can just reduce the amount of times they place them. Even though, right, like, okay, these two are clearly separate spaces, but like, didn't need to just put them all there and then like over here. I mean, these are again two very further away places. These are definitely further away than back on the resort, but it still feels kind of haphazardly, and I would rather place items than to have flowers all spread about. And of course, there could be a balance, right? Where there's areas where we can place our own things and the flowers can still be there, but it just looks so busy. That again, no, I can turn it off, but nice to be less busy just as a general look out on the map personally. But again, maybe I'll just toggle it off eventually. But once we do get that going, what will in turn be the next flower possibly that may be on the horizon somewhere? Because granted, right, we have flowers pretty much in all the areas except for, of course, the clouds, Mount Hothead, and in Rainbow Reef, which, however, those flowers would grow, question mark, if they would even be considered flowers. Also, too, when it comes to the quests of the island in general, how much longer will it be that Wish Me Well will have to give gifts for? Will it be in a couple of months, or will the game have another update and thus, you know, giving gifts to Wish Me Well will be better? And upon zooming in further and further into the soul of our character, again, will Cinnamoroll say hi, so close, so near? I guess only time will tell. But that will always be, as always, next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.